Welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And I thought I'd actually do a video where we do a little bit of work in the winter. So I want to discuss some of the issues around keeping your city going in the winter. But before we do that, I'd like to say a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys have given me lots of things to think about in how I'm actually going to take this map forward, especially with respect to this area up here. And I'll be completely honest, this is proving a little bit of a headache, because crossing this water and getting out here is going to be a real challenge. And at the moment I'm fluctuating between building bridges across here with a town on one end and using trucks to bring the oil and iron ore across here, and then using rail or a pipeline to take stuff back to the settlement. But the big problem is going to be money. I really need to get some money. Anyway, that is all for the future. What I want to do in this part is work on developing my coal production here, which could prove a little bit of a challenge, because if you see here, I've got to get 200 tons of steel. But that is all going to be for going forward in the future. So we got some steel coming out here. Where are you delivering steel to? Oh, this is going to here. So that's what I want to work on, and that's why I'm actually going to start this process. I'm going to allocate this to all three, but what I may have to do is stop building once we get to the steel stage. But what I want to do is get through this initial stage to get this running. During the winter, the snow really slows up delivery, so what you've got to do is keep a very good eye on your shops to make sure that they've got plenty of food, and more importantly that your heating stations are working, like here. And where's the other one? Over here. And this one's getting a little bit low. We have to keep an eye on that. And the reason I'm saying that you've got to keep an eye on that, because if you lose heating or food, your population could quite literally just collapse overnight. And you could go from, like, I mean, I've got nearly 4,500 population now, but that could literally drop to virtually nothing, especially if you've got a large city like this that loses heat. But this is something you do need to keep an eye on. And it is due down to the fact that even if you've got snow plows everywhere, they don't seem to keep the roads as well cleared as possible, although having the asphalt roads is going to make a difference. And over here, what I've done is I've set this distribution office to literally move the crops from these two and from up over there into this silo here, but it's not really maintaining a level of crops. So I've got a feeling that, yeah, I had a feeling that this was, and what I want to do is just move you down to crops back up so that you can actually take the crops from here. And the other thing I'm also doing here is I'm keeping this tank full so that the biofuel plant here isn't burning that much in the way of crops. And then what it means is that the crops will be pushed into this food factory, and that means I can feed my population. That's the idea anyway. I'm just had a sudden thought. If my fuel distribution office is here, or one of them, if I put this onto here, and we'll just get you to load fuel, we'll just treat this as the strategic reserve. Anyway, so that is the current situation. What I want to do now in this part is really start pushing this forward, and I want to do a bit of planning as well, because I have been thinking about how the heck am I going to get out here. And I think one of the first key steps to getting out here and also building this is I need to move my construction offices up here, and I do need to have the resources stored up here. And to that end, what I'm thinking is we've got a big warehouse here, and what I'm going to do is we're going to, oh great, we're going to have to get rid of this pipeline for the moment. We're just going to get rid of you. And then, because what I want to do is put in an asphalt road here, and I'm just going to run you down to there. And what I'm planning is that this will be my forward warehouse for components, because this is going to be the component factory anyway, and electronics. And then, oh great, we've got power lines there. And we got that there. What I'd like to do is out here is get an open store and a gravel depot. So when I really power up this construction office, I can draw from here. So let me just see what we can do. Well, that won't fit in there. We could always put it in here. That's actually in range of the powers as well. So maybe we'll just... I needed... Okay, let me just do this. If I can get a small... Nope. No free excavator. That means the excavator here is out on a job somewhere. So we're just going to have to... Oh, he's probably over here, isn't he? Let's have a look. Yeah, oh, wow, I've got 3 of them in here. That's going really quickly. The other thing I've also been doing is slowly building in these towers as well. You can see my money's dropping. That's partly because of the snow slowing up the exports. So what we're going to have to do is, I mean, this coal's built back up there. I do have a bit of a problem with the asphalt over here. Again, I think it's down to the snow. Let's just have a look in here. Yeah, I mean, I am getting fuel in here, aren't I? Yeah, it's just... the problem is the speed of production, isn't it? I've only got 4 people here. But I don't think I can actually speed that up. So we're just going to have to grind this out. I did have a road being built here, but oh, it looks like they've actually finished it. Because what I've started doing is asphalting out this way, but what we have to do is wait for these groundworks to finish. Looks like they've nearly finished, and now the delays the asphalt pass. Great. Hopefully, I might have got a truck, excavator back here. No. You're telling me the only excavator working over here is the one I want. Oh no, there's 2 of them still. All 3 of them are still working here. So now what they're doing now is actually waiting for the asphalt, which is going to be a problem. Great. Where you go? Oh, you're delivering bricks over here. Right. Is there any footpaths or anything I can build? Well, what we can do is put this pipeline back in. We just get rid of... Put this... I think I'm inclined now to actually just put this in this way. I'm just going to come over there. And then I think we'll just drop this down a little bit like that. And can we curve that round to about that, like that? Oops. And then we'll just set that job there. I would really like to get this heating plant up and running as well, but it's not going to be that easy. Let's just keep an eye on how's the situation. Everyone happy here? What we got here? We got 2 workers, about 8 workers without a job. No pub. 2 were kindergarten. Well, the kindergarten's not that busy. One of the things I did talk about in the last video was kindergartens over here, because these were filling up. And I actually cracked and I've built another kindergarten here because it was starting to have a really big impact on this area here. And there's 6 workers without a job. So let me just keep an eye on this. Okay, we're okay so far. And the other thing I'm also thinking about over here is some form of meat production. But I'm not exactly too sure how that's going to work. And I would like to get the road out here as well, because I am thinking, where is it? There's a big flat area over here where we can build another town, where we can build uranium. Just looking here. just wondering whether we can have some form of train terminal over here, or because what we may need to do is bring in oil up on this train line. We don't have an oil unloading depot, and this is a little bit crowded here. And the other thing I'm also considering is possibly a passenger station over here. So let me just see. I'm just waiting. These guys. Okay. So the asphalt's going out quickly. It's just taking time. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to suspend the construction. Simply because we don't really have the money for that 200 tons of steel. We've got 63 tons here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase that a little bit. I'd like to get as much of the steel in here as possible before we actually kick off that construction. So hopefully he hasn't got back yet. We'll just wait for the... Hey! So he's... What are you doing? Oh, you're the snowplow. Oh, you're meant to be the opposite way round. The snowplow's meant to be going in front of the excavator. Just gonna wait for this excavator to get into here, and hopefully we'll be able to put in the gravel storage and the open storage here. Just what I could do is allocate you to there. Now, how's the fuel situation here? A little bit low. We build this road out here, then we can start building this road through. When this would be quite a big road as well, but we might as well keep building this infrastructure in the best we can. And we got that road. I really need to build this as well. This is 10 tons of steel. I think we'll allocate that. Because the problem is at the moment is I can't work out here until this is actually built. So we're probably going to need to build that. Right, my excavator is back in. I mean, I could put the yards in here rather than here, and then that moves them forward a little bit. Yeah, I think, can we get them in here? And we've got a footpath there. Or, no, I mean, this is... We need power. Or do I need... Well, no, we don't really need power, but... No, I think we'll put them here because I may want to use this for something else. So what we're going to do is come in here. Gravel. Small aggregate. Let's put this about, say about here. And then what we'll have is the small open store here. Actually, we've got an open store. No, this is going to be purely for construction. Thank you, game. Obviously, my excavator was off somewhere. Just going to build that there. And then we're just going to connect up this road here. And we'll get the road crew. And we'll put an extra one on here. Down to 162,000. We've got to keep an eye on that. Just going to do there. How's the... How much steel have we got now? Oh, 69 tons. Wow. How much steel do I need over here? 200 tons. Well, it says actually for the next stage that we only need 62 tons. I've just had a thought. If I drop this right down to say 5%. And then we kick off, we allocate this to there and there. And what I'm thinking is that if I take all the steel out of here for the next stage, what I can do then is, do I need, yeah, we need a tiny little bit of steel for there. And then maybe what we can do is just empty this steel yard out and then build this up over here. And then we can ship the steel to here, so that the construction yards do really need to move some of the equipment from the really distant construction yard to here. I mean, truthfully, I really need another construction yard up here. Let me see. If I put another construction yard out here, because once we built this and built the road out here and asphalted out here, yeah, I think that might work. Let me just see. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a mod. I think I've got a mod for a construction yard. Railroad construction. I'm sure I had a mod for distribution office, conveyor, rail transport. Okay, that's going to have to wait. There is a mod that has a really big construction office, and that's what I would like out here, because we're going to need a lot of equipment to build this, and at the same time we're going to need a lot of trucks to move the goods up that way. Let me just get this built. Is this being built? Right. So this actually needs the steel. We've got workers, but they've got nothing to do because we need steel and mechanical components. Let's keep an eye on. Oops, looks like we're being too efficient chopping the trees down again, so we're just gonna have to seed some more pines up here. Just keep them growing. Keep them. And somebody actually left a comment about the value of building a town hall. Apologies, I can't remember your name, but I think you made quite a valid point in the sense that having a town hall allows you to keep an eye on what's going on in the specific local area. I mean, these people are happy. They've got workers without jobs. That's okay. How's the food? The crops are okay. Still got 451 crops there. I think these guys are struggling a little bit. We just check the settings on here. I think I'll push that up a bit just to keep these guys busy. It's the effect of the snow that causes the problem. I've really got to start asphalting out here. We just see it. We've still got 434 crops over here, and we've got 73 tons in there. And we've got snow plows out here plowing there. The other thing I want to do is get this built out a bit as well. Okay, how's the steel going? Right, we've emptied the steel plant. And looks like winter's just coming to an end now. Right, so it looks like what we need now is concrete. So do we have a problem with concrete? No. And what should happen now is, because the snow is gone, everything should speed up. We should start making a bit more money. Everything would be, you can see everything's moving a lot faster now. I mean, have you got any jobs over here? You're just doing the conveyor, so my instinct is to give you some footpaths, like that one there. Just build in the last of these footpaths in our city here. Just put in those two, just to keep them going. Over here, right, we finished this office block here. We got 220 there. You're full. You're building up. You're building up. So again, we're gonna have to start thinking about planning out here. And is this built up here yet? Right, you've got resources. You just need workers now. We need 179 tons of concrete. Who's assigned to this construction office? I'm very tempted to put a concrete truck into here. I mean, you're really a road crew, but I think in some ways you could help with the situation. So if I build a concrete mixer here, 23,000. Maybe not. It's things are expensive. Of course, another project that I was considering is over here, which was my rail construction yard. So maybe we can do a bit of work on that while we're doing it. This is where it says you do not have a bulldozer. Oh no, we can do this. So while the game's pushing on, we're just start to level out this area here. One thing I'm learning very much about this map is that there's not a lot of space to build without leveling. And I think once we get to some of the really big stuff, if we ever get there, is say like car manufacture and shipbuilding, I think finding flat level ground is going to be a real challenge. So I'm just going to just keep leveling out here like this, keeping an eye on that money. If we can come out like that, and if what I'd like to do is just create a datum out here. So we're going to need a fairly big area for this rail construction yard. So I'm just going to come here. Yeah, so we're going to have to bring rails out about here. Maybe just actually drop this down this way like this. Actually, we can do it with a road. So if we come like this, that's luckily this is free. So we'll just do a little bit more of this. One more, and then we'll go and check what's going on around the city. Because one of the problems with doing leveling like this is it's very easy to focus on this, and then you go back to the city and find that everything is falling apart. So I'm just going to just fill this area in a little bit like this. Okay. Turn the wireframe off. Right, how are we doing? Still no workers out here, which is a bit unfortunate. Right, we're building here, but we need to have 137 tons of steel, and this is not going according to plan. Got 11 tons here. I think what's actually happening at the moment is the trucks are coming down here and picking this up, and because it's only 11 tons at a time. Let's just have a look at our money. Import. We haven't actually imported any steel this month, but we did import 48,000 rubles of steel last time. That was just 44 tons. So 44 tons cost us 48,000 rubles. And to finish this, we need 3 times that. So that is going to be expensive. So we're just gonna have to let things run the way they are at the moment. Yeah. I really need this steel plant up and running. So we're getting through the concrete. Resources on construction site, resources required. So it's still the concrete that's holding everything back at the moment. Maybe I need to add. We don't have a concrete mixer. Oh, we got one here. I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and put a second concrete mixer in here. What you got? You carry 9 tons. You carry 12 tons. I think we're gonna push the boat out and buy you. Hopefully you will do that there. The amount of cement is dropping, and I suppose what's probably happening is that the trucks that are meant to deliver the cement are running a bit low here. Who delivers the cement? You load there when you're full up. Yes, well. Okay. Let me just see. Let's check the jobs. What jobs have you got? You've got the conveyor, the ore processing. I think what I'd like to do. Oh, we've already started sowing. Too late. I was about to say what I'd like to do is get some asphalting going up here, but it's a bit late. So we're down to 272 tons there. Actually, what I was thinking is to put some an extra fields out here. Let me just come here. Can I? Yeah. Again, another one here. Wow. This is nowhere near flat. What we'll do is put a mud road. You're gonna have to. Yeah, we're just gonna have to trickle you up like that. Oh, there's a power line here. Okay, can I get? Oh, come on, game. Here we are. And what we're going to do is just add you and you. The reason I've added these 2 fields in is simply because this farm seems to be able to finish a lot quicker than down this farm. So I thought what I'll do is I'll create a bit of overcapacity here and see if that will actually work. What are you doing here? That's the distribution office. Right, where's my? You're not that busy, so I'm wondering whether I can get another little bit of asphalt there built, and just assign you to there. Just keep filling in that bit there. I mean, the trucks will have to go around there, but that's the way it goes. How's the fuel depots going? Good. Getting quite a lot of fuel. Now, one of the problems we may have is the fact that what will happen is that if this tank fills up, that will actually stop the production. So I think we need the money, so I have a fuel truck around. A cement truck there. I'm just wondering if I can... I mean, we've got 112 tons of fuel here. Is there a fuel truck I can pull off here? And I mean, the moment you're only supplying gas to... Oh no, you've just gone out on a job, so... um, I think we're now importing steel. Yeah, 23,000. Yeah, we need 105 steel now. Yeah, we're gonna have to really restrict this a bit, I think. Are you gonna go back to the... Yeah. Steel is gonna be a real problem. And we still haven't finished this. And of course, after the steel comes the mechanical components. Right, let's just have a look here. I think what we'll do is we've got absolutely no jobs at all, so get you onto those to keep you busy. Let's check here. Yeah, we got food situations. Okay, how about the clothes situation? How about the clothes? Yeah, clothes is good. I mean, actually, am I exporting clothes? Yeah, a little bit of clothes. Clothes is our bigger earner at the moment. If we start dropping below 100,000, I may have to suspend this until such time as I can afford to get things done. So, I mean, we're down to 103 tons. This is a little bit of a cliffhanger. I know I can borrow money, but I don't really want to borrow money because my income cannot really handle paying interest rates. What we got here? Coal processing plant, conveyor. Yeah. Where is your bus? Where are you going? Yeah, I mean, all the focus at the moment is on the coal processing plant. This is one reason why I would really like a way that you could prioritize jobs. Because at the moment you can see we've got lots of workers in here, but they're not, but they're only getting the occasional little bit of steel. So they're kind of rattling through that steel very quickly, and so it's moving forward slowly. But we're down to 91 tons of steel. I mean, how much have I got in the way of components? Probably got enough components, but then I've got to pay to replace them. That's the big issue. So maybe I'll just snick that up a tiny amount. Let me go to 15%, and we'll just keep an eye on this. We're now in real 100% micromanagement phase at the moment. I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to keep an eye on that. We're just going to do a bit more leveling. I'm using the leveling as a little bit of therapy at the moment, so I don't have a get too panicky about that coal processing yard. Just get this built in here. It's got to be done, so we might as well do it. I'm just going to keep pushing this out. I mean, we're going to need quite a big area to support the rail construction. A bit more. Just level this off, and then we'll go back and check the situation. We're just getting very close to 100,000. I'm just going to keep pushing this down. Build this. Okay. check our income. Yeah, we're 36,000 rubles down, and I guarantee it is all steel. Yeah, we got spent. We got another 44 tons and spent 47,000 rubles on it. Just turn off the wireframe again. Definitely going to need a construction office out here. These are built. I mean, this is 10 tons of steel. This is 19 tons of steel. I don't really want to allocate another job just at the moment until this is finished. How are we down now? We're down to, well, we need 50 tons of steel now. So, right, and what I'm going to do is I need to build my cash back up a bit. We're going to take one more delivery. What are you delivering here then? What have you just delivered? So you're delivering steel. Now we're down to 58 tons of steel. Right down to the wire. Let me just check my crops over here. How's the asphalt? My construction office here. You've built a little bit more asphalt. Just keep pushing you forward one little bit at a time. Keep you guys busy. In fact, I can probably now start to spread this out a little bit. Actually, I think what I might do is double up the asphalt job, and we're just going to asphalt you in as well and allocate that. So we can just start to fill in that bit there as well. That won't disturb the residents, and I mean, it will disturb the bus services, but it shouldn't take long for these guys to build it because they're so close. Let me just see here. These guys are doing nothing. My instinct is to move this concrete mixer up to the other construction site, but I'm not that sure. Right, we're down to 46 tons. Have you finished this yet? No. Yeah, look, we've got so many workers here. Nobody's got anything to do. It looks like we may need to start thinking about another school as well now. I'm just going to have to push you up to max. You're nearly max. You're max now, so we're going to have a problem with the kindergarten. Yep. We're going to need to think about another kindergarten. I get a feeling I'd like to have a kindergarten out here. Actually, we can assign you to them as well. Yeah, I mean, we've got a kindergarten here, kindergarten there. I think if we put a kindergarten out here, we could also probably put a school out here as well. What we'll probably do is take a road up through there. So it's just education. And I think we'll do, let's drop the kindergarten in about there. Again, we're just going to allocate that. And we'll get that built, and then what we can do is just hook you in there and just allocate you to them. How are we doing? So we got this road has been built, and I know I'm overloading the road crew, but I think we just need to get the maximum we can out of them. We're now down under 100,000, so we're certainly, yeah, it's the asphalt up here that's really pushing this job. But I think it'd be worth it when that's actually done. How are we doing here? How's the 132 tons of fuel there at the moment? The fuel situation is good here. How's the crops? We're down to 113 there, 231 there, and we're still in May. Got 221 over here, 37 there. So how's the food situation? The food situation is good. Yeah. So I'm going to stick with this strategy just for the moment. Did you actually... yep. So we actually got these new fields in as well. Good old traffic jam here. Oh, you're off to buy electronics. Okay. Another 21 tons of steel. Let's have a look. Yeah. We are now down to 24 tons of steel. We got a delivery just going in. That takes us down to 20. We're going to the wire. I just really want to get this done for this video. And it'd be really great to get this operational. I mean, it's not going to be that. I mean, we're going to have to connect up the conveyors, but I think if I can get this operational, I can get a couple of dumpers delivering the raw coal here, and then we can use the workers to start getting this up and running. What we may then have to do is use the distribution office to pick up the coal from here and take it to here. So, I mean, we got this distribution office here, not just, no, it's this one here. So what I could do is steal a dump truck from somewhere and put it here. Then we can use that to move the coal from there to there until we got the conveyors built. I mean, that would be brilliant. Right. Down to 80,000. 14 tons of steel there. Another delivery going in. Right, we're down to 0.9, and of course what we need then is mechanical components. Wait, where are you going? Oh, you're delivering asphalt. Probably going all the way up around here. No, where are you going? Oh, you're delivering over here. Down to 60,000. Right, we shouldn't need to import any more steel at the moment. The big one now is going to be the mechanical components. And it's getting very close to going broke. Yeah, so we got the mechanical components in now. We need to pay so we need to pay to replace those. I think what we got over here, we got. Have you got any dump trucks? No. Oh, you got one. Okay. I want over here. And we are on the final downhill slope. Get this built. And we have now finished. We have now got the ability to process ore. But it says no coal, no workers, which is okay. Because once we've got the dump truck up here, and hopefully now our money will start rising. What we're going to do is, right, you're going to be in here. I mean, oh, see, you're already connected. And what you're going to do is buy. Where's the customs house? Load. Coal ore. What's the storage in here? 25 ton. Right. And you can pick up coal and unload coal there. So we'll just get this fairly small scale at the moment. Where's my money going? Import. Okay. Yeah, so right, we bought some coal ore, some mechanical components. We can't do any more jobs at the moment because I need to get that money built back up again. At the same time, I wouldn't mind a minibus or something. Oh, no. Workers can get in here. Great. I just need... Ah, that's useful. So, I mean, it's working this area a little bit too hard, but... I mean, but I think for the moment, we can live with that. Yeah. Yeah. Where's the truck? Oh, here we go. We get our first delivery of coal aggregate. He's going to go back in there and he's going to pick up the coal. And take that to... You should be able to take that to... Then he should deliver that to here. So what I need is a few more dumpers working there, but I'm going to really need to build this money back up quite considerably. So what we're probably going to have to do is have a bit of a moratorium at the moment to build my cash back up again. So it is building back up again. We've got a few workers in here and we've got a very small amount of coal production going. Of course, the next thing will be to start connecting up these conveyors, but I think most likely these will need to be a priority as well. Have you finished? Yes, he's actually finally finished that area there. And what I'm going to do is just add that to the road group. So we can now start pushing out here with the asphalt. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will start to put this infrastructure together so that we can get this working a bit more efficiently so the trucks don't have to deliver to there. We'll get a few more dump trucks. We'll start working on our storage areas here. Then what we may be able to do is start pulling all these components together. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.